I got just 4 words. This game is awesome. Hi, my name is Max and welcome to Screen TV Magic. Now, I love games. I really do. Let me tell you a quick story. The first console I owned was a PlayStation 2. Okay, that's a lie. There's this console that my mom bought me. Before that, it was a Nintendo knockoff. I forgot the name of that thing, but it had a PlayStation joystick lookalike, you know, the one without the analog sticks. And I had games like Contra, Mario Brothers, Pac-Man, and many other games. I used to have a lot of fun in that thing. But that's not the story for this video. That's a story for another video. This story is about my introduction to the hack and slash genre, and the game that took me into that world was the Devil May Cry series. Of course, the third one was the first one I had. Then I followed up with the first Devil May Cry game, which I also loved. The Devil May Cry series timeline is just really confusing, but I was fortunate to actually start with the one that starts at first, like the third one, and followed up with the second one, which is the actual second Devil May Cry according to the timeline. Anyway, I never played the second one for some reason. Thank God, because it's the last game people actually talk about, and when they do talk about it, they don't say good things about it.
It's worse. It's so much worse.
But I spent hours playing Devil May Cry 3 repeatedly because it was so much fun, and it was the game that made me fall in love with the 3D hack and slash genre. And now, years later, games in general have come a long way. Even Capcom have created more Devil May Cry games that are way better than the previous installments. But one thing hasn't changed: my love for games. From the stunning graphics to the unique gameplay mechanics, the gaming industry continues to surpass expectations with each new release. Whether it's exploring vast open worlds or solving intricate puzzles, games offer an escape and a challenge that keeps us engaged for hours on end. Which brings me to the topic for this video. This wonderful masterpiece called Evil West, a unique blend of Western and vampire horror. This game is amazing. I can see myself having the same experience with this game. Evil West is an awesome everyday game. As soon as you start playing the game, you're in it till the end. The fast-paced, brutal combat is so satisfying, and the excellent graphic and sound design are top-notch, making the game an immersive experience. The gameplay is also incredible, with exciting boss battles and wide range of weapons and abilities to choose from. The game also has an interesting storyline that keeps you engaged till the end. One of the things I love about Evil West is its blend of Western and supernatural elements. The game has a unique world that is rich with lore and secrets. The characters are well developed and memorable. Jesse is a likable protagonist, and his supporting cast is also well rounded and interesting. The story is simple but effective. Jesse Runtier is a vampire hunter with a mechanical gauntlet that allows him to deliver devastating blows to his enemies. He sets out to stop the vampires from taking over the Wild West, and along the way he encounters a variety of allies and enemies. The game's villains are also well written and menacing. The main antagonist, William, is a charismatic and ruthless vampire who is determined to take over the West. His lieutenants are also all formidable foes, and they provide Jesse with a real challenge. Overall, the story and the characters of Evil West are one of the strongest points. No, that's not true. Overall, the game does a good job of creating the world that is both familiar and unique, and the characters are all likable and memorable. Evil West is a visually stunning game. The environments are detailed, the character models are well animated. One of the most impressive aspects of Evil West's graphics is its use of lighting and effects. It also features a dynamic lighting system that creates a moody atmospheric atmosphere. The game's effects are also well done, with particularly impressive explosions and particle effects. The game's sound design is also excellent. All the weapons sound powerful and satisfying, and the vampire attacks are all appreciably gruesome. The game's enemy sounds are also top-notch. The vampires hiss and growl in a way that is both menacing and unsettling. The werewolves howl and snarl like wild animals, and the bosses have their own unique, terrifying sound effects that makes it feel like an epic battle and is very terrifying, that lets you know that you're in a boss fight. Overall, the sound design in Evil West is superb. It is one of the best examples of sound design in a video game that I have heard in recent years. The developers done a fantastic job of creating a soundscape that is both realistic and immersive. Now onto the gameplay side. Evil West's gameplay is a mix of third-person shooting and melee combat. You have access to a variety of weapons including pistols, rifles, shotguns, and flamethrowers. Jesse is also equipped with an exoskeleton that grants them enhanced strength and speed and agility. The game's combat is fast-paced and brutal. You must constantly be on the move and dodging enemy attacks. Jesse also has access to various melee attacks through a specialized gauntlet capable of accumulating electrical energy. Enemies can be stunned and staged following a melee attack, allowing you to execute them using a special finisher move. You can also use the environments to your advantage. For instance, you can kick enemies into a spike trap or shoot explosive barrels, which I like to do for some reason, even if there isn't any enemy near it. In the plotline, you get to play as Jesse Rentier, the agent from the Rentier Institute, an organization dedicated to battling supernatural creatures. Jesse is tasked to protecting the American frontier from a variety of supernatural threats, including vampires, werewolves, and other monsters, with a variety of weapons. As Jesse progresses through the game, he will uncover a sinister plot hatched by a group of vampires known as the Highborn. The Highborn are seeking to enslave humanity and create a new world order where vampires rule supreme. Along the way, Jesse will team up with other Rentier agents and allies, including Edgar, a retired agent who serves as Jesse's mentor. Jesse will also have to face a variety of challenges, including deadly traps, powerful monsters, and Highborn own formidable forces. Now, playing this game, I didn't focus on the story too much because it just seemed kinda meh. It's a bit cliche if you ask me. Overall, I enjoyed the game because of its gameplay and graphics. On their own, they make the game satisfying and good. The devs did a hell of a good job with those parts. Now, any game is never great without its flaws, and of course Evil West has its own, just has a few cons here and there, and one of them is that at times the game feels repetitive. The combat system is relatively simple as much as it is good, and it's one of the selling points of this game. It just feels simple. You keep doing the same move sets on any mission with limited number of moves and combos. This means that the combat can start to feel repetitive after a while. Of course, you can experiment with different weapons and gadgets to find new interesting ways to fight enemies, but I'm sure at first when you just want to complete the game, you'll take the easy route and leave the exploration later, like I did. And another thing is the missions. Missions are often very similar to each other, typically involving clearing out waves of enemies or destroying specific targets, which also can feel repetitive, like you're doing the same thing. But each level of the game feels challenging, which can make up for that, and it keeps you asking for more. Overall, Evil West is a fun game with satisfying combat, but it is important to be aware of its repetitive nature before purchasing it. If you are looking for a game with a lot of variety in its gameplay, then Evil West is not the game for you. However, if you're looking for a game where you can simply shoot and slash vampires for hours on end, then Evil West is a great option. Many popular games such as Minecraft and Call of Duty features repetitive gameplay. However, the key is to make the gameplay loop fun and engaging enough that players do not get bored. Evil West does a good job with that. And we've reached the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole video. Please like and subscribe for more Screen TV magic, and from me, Max, catch you on the next video. Bye.